So obviously you took over Oldham Athletic last year, the Rothwell family. What have you made of your first year in charge of the club?
Well, I think really what you've got to remember is that when we took over the club, it wasn't just going to be deducted some points or a fine. It was going into extinction. There was no way they were going to play again in the 2022-23 season. That wasn't going to happen. So, it was really very timely that we came on the scene. And first of all, we had an appointment with a man called Simon Blitz, who was the person who owned the stadium. And so I went to see him. I said, "Do you want to sell the stadium?" He says, "Yeah." So we did the deal, and shook hands on it. And then our idea was that we'd buy the stadium and then go and buy the club. But he said to me, he says, "Frank," he says, "we've agreed the deal." He says, "But," he says, "I won't sell you the stadium until you own the club." He says, "I do not want to be the person who is responsible for the demise of Oldham Athletic Football Club." I thought, wow, you're a proper chap, and you're a Yank. Goodness gracious, the love that this bloke had for Oldham. I thought, and he was actually in the UK to sell the land, adjoining land, to a housing developer, but he did the deal with us, and we shook hands on it, and so then we had to then go and sort things out with the owner of the club, which is what we did. And that took a little bit of negotiating because he was so much in debt with it. So we had to go and sort all that out with him and agree the deal, which is what happened and we did. And then we wanted some continuity, so immediately we'd done the deal. We got on to John Sheridan, who was the manager, and said, "We want some continuity here. We don't want to be everything different." And we did not want to have new management, new owners, everything new in the one go. So we asked John to stay on, and he agreed. And once we got the club up and running again, we then looked for a manager to take us on, who we put our faith in, David Unsworth. Didn't quite work with David. We gave him 12 months, an opportunity of 12 months to the day, and it didn't quite work. So we're now in the midst of recruiting a new manager, a new full-time manager.
And you mentioned the sort of tough start there to the season. The interim boss, Steve Thompson, has kind of turned things around, hasn't he? He's won 3 games in a row so far.
Well, yeah, and it couldn't have been more timely because we were 22nd out of 24 clubs. We're in the relegation zone, and within 10 days, it's not weeks. We've had 3 games. We've won 3 games, and we've moved now from 22nd to we're 10th, but actually we're joint 9th. So it was. There's a lot of relief, and the last night, the 500 people who went to Kidderminster to watch them win last night was brilliant. So, and we've done that within what a difference a week makes. Goodness gracious! 10 days we've gone from bottom to on the first page at the top half. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
And it was obviously a great win last night at Kidderminster, and you were there yourself. What did you make of that performance?
Oh, I thought we were, first of all, the bottom, but they don't deserve to be bottom. They were a hard team with Kidderminster. And at one time, we were 1-0 up and they pulled it back. So, oh no. And then I thought, and they had a new resurgence, a new bit of drive with them. Oh no, we're going to, Latics of old here, But no, I stayed with it. And the Reed goal, absolutely fantastic. There's our supporters, because Oldham Athletic doesn't have fans. There's no such thing now as Oldham Athletic fan. We are Oldham Athletic supporters. The Rothwell family is supporting Oldham Athletic, and we need the support of everyone else to stay with us. So the supporters last night, they went ecstatic. It were absolutely, couldn't believe it that we're actually on 3 points and we haven't got long to go, and I hope we don't pull back. Anyway, we kept it, and oh, what a relief. I felt sorry for Kidderminster because they weren't a bad side, and they're lovely people down there, and they made us very, very welcome. There was no bar for the lads to have a drink at half time or before the game, but and there was a massive queue for the pies. But apart from that, it was they made us very, very welcome, and they put us in a decent place as well, a covered stand, where sometimes we have to sit out in the open or stand out in the open.
And just touching on some individuals, Brandon Dickinson has been on fire this season. He's scored 5 goals already. What have you made of his performances and how well he's settled in?
Well, first of all, I'm the Rothwell family. We've decided that we not going to have any input into actual football at all. The previous owners, all we had was the club was spoilt by the owners telling the managers what they had to do, and that's why I think why Paul Scholes didn't stay many days at all, and they went through so many managers. The managers weren't real managers, so we standing back from that, but we're really proud of all our players, and they're all putting in equal effort, and it's wrong for me to say that one is doing better than others, but we're really, really happy with everybody's efforts and time.
Very good. I'm looking ahead to the weekend. It's another away game, Wealdstone. Are you confident going into that one after the performance yesterday?
Well, yeah, first of all, we're going to go to the Greenfield Cricket Club annual ball at the White Hart. Tickets are still available. And I've got to do that on Friday night. So Judy's going to go down on the team coach. I'm going to go to the ball by myself. And then catch the train down to Wealdstone to see the Wealdstone Warrior. I've been a banter with him.
Yeah.
We've been to Wealdstone before, and they're completely other end of they're a completely different club to Oldham, where we've got this fantastic stadium that we have, and their stadium is nothing like ours. It's not of the same standard or size or capacity, facilities or anything like what we have, and it's obviously we're hoping for great things down there, and being a short trip home.
And just looking ahead to the sort of season that's coming up, what are your sort of plans for the season? Is it you're looking for playoffs? Are you just taking it a game at a time? Have you had a chat about the aims?
It's a game at a time. We're on a little bit of a run now, and also I think that what I like to see referees smile and laugh. I like to see players smiling and laughing and enjoying what they're doing. I like to see the managers doing the same. And I also like to see huddles. I like to see the players going out onto the pitch and do a bit of training and then get in a huddle and talk about it and build up that love and that team spirit together. And that's what we've got now. We're getting huddles before the game and before we start the second half, and I love to see that. And I love to see players laughing. And when Reid scored the second goal, it was fantastic. He couldn't wait to come to runs to wind up the supporters. They're doing wild. They were climbing all over each other, and obviously nobody. They all wanted to jump on that, but obviously if anybody jumps on the pitch, there'll be dire consequences. But it was brilliant. It was absolutely fantastic.
And just touching on the sort of long-term aims for the club, have you had time to sort of think about those, maybe where you see sort of Oldham Athletic in, say, 5 years' time?
Well, the top priority is obviously getting back in the EFL. We want to get back up into Division 2 as soon as we possibly can. It's what everybody wants, and everybody's trying, to go for that achievement. So to catch Chesterfield up now, it's going to take some doing, because they're going to start faltering now. And we took 2 points off them, We took 2 points off Chesterfield at Chesterfield. So, the same has been achieved again, but they've got 5 on a row now. They're going to take some catching up. But it could well be in a couple of games, 2 or 3 games, that we're up there in the playoffs now with this renewed attitude and love and team spirit. On Saturday, we're going to play Dagenham and Redbridge. So that will be a good game because they have monsters of players. They did last time, but when they came up here last season, we beat them here. So, get along to that.
Get yourself down.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Seats in all areas. Yeah, or even on Tuesday night we've got Maidenhead. On Tuesday the 3rd we've also got Maidenhead at home. That could be a good game. So we've got we're at Wealdstone on Saturday. We've got Maidenhead on Tuesday, and on Saturday the 7th we're at Dagenham. On Saturday the 7th, Dagenham and Redbridge are at home. So yeah, come on down to Latics and support your local team.
Definitely. Thank you very much, Frank.